Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you guys have had a good day back. For those of you who go to work, welcome to a new week. For those of you who are tired, I might be a little jealous. I'd like to be home and craft all day. So welcome. Today we are going to be doing our October paper pumpkin, which is called Home for the Holidays. I really like this kit. It is, of course, going to start getting us ready for Christmas. So, last week's winner for our embellishments, these are the glow-in-the-dark bats. Hey, Deb. The glow-in-the-dark bats and the glow-in-the-dark paper. This is for Kathy T, or Kathy Tremblay. I will get that in the mail to you because I do have your address as you are on my team. So we will get, I don't know who we is. I'd like to have a we. I will get that in the mail to you tomorrow so that you've got it and can get some stuff for Halloween together on it. So let's see. Oh, next week's prizes. I have 2 retired embellishments that I will be giving away to one person. So only one person will get it, but it will be these 2 packs of embellishment. So make sure that you comment, make sure that you share, and then also make sure you give the thumbs up, and then your name will go in for that. All right, that is it for the face. I'm going to put you down onto the table now. All righty. Let me turn that camera around. Make sure I'm all good there. And let me grab my little bucket here. I've got all kinds of stuff. Oh, that's already done. And club for October is over. So, club for November will be coming out. It is using the Oh Holy Night Suite. I'm having to change some things on it because the ribbon keeps going on back order, or on non-orderable. And then the embellishment does too. So I'm probably going to change some things up on it. So I don't have those ready because I'm trying to make my mind up on it. So just be on the lookout. I will have a video that I will post here on YouTube showing what those cards are before the end of the week. So be on the lookout for that. October, y'all, October is almost over. Can y'all believe it? I can't. It has been a crazy month, but it has been a month that has flown by. So don't forget, before the end of the month, which is next Tuesday, I think it's next Tuesday, right? I think it is. 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, next Tuesday. Do a little counting on my fingers and in my head for the days. This will be the last day that you can get the October tutorial bundle. There are some amazing projects in this. There are 46 projects from demonstrators from all over the world. So this is a great tutorial to get. You can get this tutorial by spending $50 in my online store. That is before tax and shipping. And then this gets emailed directly to you for free as a little thank you. Also, before the end of the month, don't forget that it is a great time to join Stampin' Up. We all love crafting products, and why not get a discount on it? A discount is great. You can do joining by 2 different ways for the month of October. The first is you can get your kit for 35% off, which means you basically pay $65. And then you get the $125 in free products. You also get free shipping on that. And then you can pick where you get 35% more, which means you get 35% more in products. So you get about $168, $169 worth of products, and you get all that for the $99. For both ways of joining, you also get for free, as a bonus, our on-stage event in November, which I have a little party for our team for that. And then, of course, for some of our Stampin' chicks as well, which is those that are kind of like my sideline. We're going to have a little party and kind of do it all together on the big screen so that we can laugh and have fun and do some eating, and we're even going to do a little crafting. So if you're interested in this, please reach out and let me know, and I will get you more information on it. And that does not apply anymore. There is no free shipping, not right now. One of the things that you can order if you do the joining right now is you can actually order some new online exclusive products that are out. I do have these products. They are on the other side of the room, so I will not show those today. We will be playing with one of them next week. I have not decided if it's going to be the Garden Meadow or the Fluffiest Friends, but we're going to play with one of those next week to get ready for November the, I think it starts November the 3rd, so that you can look at these products and see them and make the decision that you will want them. They're gorgeous. The paper, this paper right here is absolutely stunning. Okay, I think that is it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Not a lot this week with the month winding down, so yay. I feel like I might have some breath by the time I get done with the live then. As always, today's live is a class. Hey, Verna. It is a class, so I do have enough products. I buy several paper pumpkins every month. So if you place an order of $35 before tax and shipping and you use this host code right here, as long as it's under $150, use this host code, place the order, and I will mail today's projects to you for free. If you are placing $150 or more, make sure that you don't use that host code. Make sure that you get your own host rewards, and I'll still mail you that make and take packet. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna move my trash can. Here is the kit for the month. It is 2 different types of Christmas cards. So you've got 2 different designs here. And this is one. And then that is your other one. One of the greatest things about this kit, I'm just going to say this, is this glitter right here. Y'all, this is really pretty. And it's actually really easy to use. It does dry pretty quickly. I was pretty impressed with that. So anyway, so these are how the projects are intended. And of course, tonight we're going to do some additional alternative projects. So we will dive right in. Hello, Kathy. Hey, Kathy, you won last week. You won the embellishments and the glow-in-the-dark paper. So I'll get those in the mail to you tomorrow so that you've got them before the end of the week. I'm sure you probably have an event this weekend, so I'll make sure you get that so you can play around with it. And hey, Cindy. Cindy, did you get your did you get the YouTube stuff to work? I just emailed you right before I went live. So I hope you were able to get it get the lives and stuff to work for you. YouTube has changed again, y'all. They changed what, like 2 weeks ago, and then they changed again, and my goodness, I can't keep up. I can't keep it all. Oh, good, Kathy. I'm glad you have it sitting on your desk. So this is going to be our first card that we make, and I did want to show you this really quick. So even after making the 2 cards how they're supposed to be and doing alternatives, I still have a ton left of this kit. So there will be lots of projects that I can make and send out for Christmas cards. I don't have an excuse not to send them out this year, right? These are really, really easy. And it looks like next month's kit is going to coordinate with this one as well. So there will be some, they're like 3D boxes, which of course you can turn into cards and add on to here. And there is a, what is it called? There's a an add-on to next month's paper pumpkin that has like the card bases, so you could turn those projects into cards. Okay, good. If you have problems, Cindy, just reach out and I'll help you as much as I can. Because because it was a little weird and different. So even when I went live after scheduling it, it was still a little weird. So, all right, so let's dive into this project. And we are going to, I'm going to show you some of the projects or the products that we're using. And here is what we're going to adhere to our front here. We're going to do some of our snow. And it's our Snowflake Sky 3D. I love this embossing folder. I love snowflakes, so that always works out well. Okay, so we are going to, though, grab a Wink of Stella, and we are going to color in or color on some of our snowflakes here so they kind of stand out. And I'm just doing the larger ones. And it won't take but a minute. You could also use the, I guess it's like a shimmery gel is what it is. You could use this if you wanted to as well. You just got to remember that you do have to give it a little time to dry. It dries pretty quickly, but it will still need a little bit of that time. All right. I was doing the sample one. I actually had my projects done on Friday night, a late Friday. And when I was doing my sample one, my Wink of Stella squirted out really bad. And I got it there and I got it there where it was just a big old blob. So I'm trying not to squeeze it. And then it won't become a big old blob on this one. But I guess glitter is good, right? Shimmery goodness. Although y'all know how I feel about glitter. No glitter for me. No glitter. I will take the shimmer, but don't give me the glitter. All right. I think that will be good enough. And I think that will be shimmery enough. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to flip it over and we are going to attach it to our card front pool party. And I did do a blog post, so there's a blog post for tonight's live. You can get the measurements and the products that I used that were outside of the paper pumpkin. And there's a link in the description, so you can just click right on it. And we will put this right onto our front. Okay. Now I've already cut out from the Stylish Shapes, which y'all know are some of my favorite dies. Hey, Linda. These are some of my favorite dies, and so we're going to use the next to the largest, and I've cut that out, and we're going to pop that up, and then I'm taking this piece right here. That's from the kit itself, and we're going to adhere it right down below so that it gives it a little bit more shimmer from even the Wink of Stella. And I'm going to put a good amount on there just to make sure it stays. So we're going to stick this right here. Then we're going to take this and pop it up. And I'm going to put one in the middle to make sure it doesn't go flat. Then, oops. That one doesn't want to come off. And we're going to adhere this right about here because we really do want that glitter part to show a good bit. All right, so then we've got our Christmas tree with the star that comes directly from the kit. We're going to adhere it right here. There we go. And now for the fun part, we are going to stamp our house. And we're going to stamp that in some smoky slate. And then we're going to fussy cut it out. All right. Put that over there. I'm going to grab all of my Stampin' blends, a true blank. We're going to go with the dark first, and we are going to just go on the outside of the line here. Or not on the outside, but right on the inside of the line. And because I'm using Smoky Slate ink, I just want to be careful with the bleeding of the blend. All right, and then we'll just fill in. And then we're going to do our little chimneys that are up here. It's just going to be one straight little line. And then color this side. Okay. And then let's do we're going to do our granny apple green real quick. We're going to do the dark. I want to do the dark. All right. And then we're just going to color this in. And this is the garland on the outside of the tree. Or the garland that you see a lot of people put on the outline of, or around their tree. And then you also see them do it on their houses, their door frames, all that fun stuff. And then we're going to color in the wreaths here with our granny apple green. Okay. We're going to take real red and we're going to do our little bows on our wreaths. These are a little harder to see, which I know. Okay, then we're going to take light petal pink and we're going to do our shutters with it. And then we're going to do our door frame with it. We're going to color the inside there and color our door. Okay, and then we got the shutter on this side. All right, and then we're going to take some Daffodil Delight. And we're going to color here and then there on the inside. I do above the door and this window. All right, and then last but not least, we're going to take the light Smoky Slate and we're going to color the rest of the house. And I'm not doing any kind of shadowing because I honestly feel like the areas for coloring are quite small. So I refrained from needing to do that on these. I didn't feel like it was necessary at all. Alrighty. Almost done, and then we're going to fussy cut it out. All right. And it's real easy to fussy cut out because it is pretty much straight up. Except for your little garland area. And then your roof is at an angle. But seriously, this is not difficult at all. Just go around that and then straight and then around that chimney, down at an angle, our garland, and the side. If I can do that one fast, anyone else can for sure. All right, because y'all know how slow I am with fussy cutting. All right, so now we're going to take and pop this up and we're going to put it over our tree. I'm going to take 4. Just to make sure it stays up. Thank you, Verna. We're going to stick that right there. We are going to take our sentiment and it's going to say, celebrate the wonder and joy of the festive season. We're going to stamp it on the inside and we're going to just stamp it with basic black because when you open it, it will be there. You could choose any color you wanted. I just didn't feel like the pool party really stood out enough. So We'll stamp that right there. And then I'm going to move all that. We're going to put this on our inside and then add our bow, and project number 1 is done. Yeah, the house Verna is very, very cute. Of course, my favorite all-time set from Stampin' Up! Is the Coming Home suite from several years ago. And when I saw this little house, I was like, oh, it could be totally like that set. Which makes me very, very happy, honestly. So I was really excited to see it. And I'm super excited to see the coordinating boxes for next month. So, all right, so we're going to use some real red ribbon, and this comes in a combo pack with garden green. And we're going to do that trim off there. I'm going to grab a glue dot. And we're going to stick it right here up underneath the house. And ta-da, there we go. You could add like another tree behind here. There is a tree stamp for this one. I'm not sure where my I'm not sure where the stamps went that went with this suite. I really have no idea. They were on my tray, but they're not, so that's okay. There's a tree that's included though. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So you could stamp the tree, or it's actually got 2 little trees there, and then it's got some snowflakes. So if you don't like a lot of white space, you could add the snowflakes or another tree behind it. So, but all right, so there is card number 1. Thank you, Deborah. Okay. Card number 2. And I'm going to be honest with you, card number 2 is very much kind of like the cards itself, but we're going to use some different DSP, and we're going to do a little blending. So I'm going to grab a grid piece of paper here, and grab all of my little parts. We also are going to use some basic white, and we're going to use the reindeer dies. And I used the snowbank here to cut out this piece. So what I'm actually going to do before we do anything else is I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment, which is going to be using Night of Navy, my favorite blue. And we're going to stamp it right down here. If I can get it straight, right there. And then I can move that back. And I can move those and this. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna start with our balmy blue. And we're gonna make sure that we kind of rub it off onto our grid paper first so we don't get a harsh line. And then we are just going to create almost like a center that becomes the focal point that's light. So you can see the edges are darker, and then it gets real light right here in the center. You don't have to worry about the bottom half. You really just want to worry about this top part. So I just go down the side a little bit and then up. And then get a little bit more. And this just kind of creates like a frame for it. It kind of, I don't know, it kind of made me think of like back in the day, Christmas when I was a kid, the nostalgia, you know, feeling. All right. I probably went a little too far in there, but that's okay. It is your card. You make it however you want. Okay, so I'm good with that. And now I'm going to take the Night of Navy and take a blending brush for that. Hello, Melissa. It is, isn't it, Deb? It is the font in this paper pumpkin I was actually kind of impressed with. As I stick my finger in the ink. All right, so again, especially with our Night of Navy, we want to make sure that we rub it off some, because you see how dark it is. And then we're just going to get the bare minimum edges. We kind of do want to make it look like it's circling. So you don't want to do like a harsh corner line. And then down. Kind of fades it out. All right, we're going to go in a little bit more on that side. All right, so I'm good with this. I think this will be fine. And then we are going to move all this. We're going to fold our card base in half, and I was gonna use a cleaner, but I didn't bring one over. Get my fingers. Probably means I'm gonna end up with Night of Navy everywhere. I usually do. All right, Night of Navy is like real red for me as well. I tend to get it all over the place. Okay, we're gonna attach this to our card front here. This side of the paper is really pretty too. This is from A Walk in the Forest, which is our designer series paper that is for a cause, and it's for the Toys for Tots here in the US. So if you buy this paper, they'll give $3 of each pack to go toward helping buy Christmas presents for Toys for Tots this year. So kind of cool for that. All right, stack it right on front. There we go. Then we're going to take our house. This house right here reminds me of a gingerbread house, I think because of the colors. And we're going to adhere this up here. Let's make sure that we get it covered. What I want to do is make sure that I put the house up enough so that you can see everything. And if you need to trim off, you can definitely do that. So I think that's what I might do so that it's not all the way up. So we're going to attach it like right about there. All right, I'm going to use liquid glue for that as well because I find it a little easier to do it with the liquid glue, because then I can move it around just a little bit. All right, so we're going to put this right about here. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with this one. Oh, you know what? I actually popped this one up. All right, we're going to fix that. We are going to fix it. Let me see what I can do to fix it. Hold on. I'm going to just wipe it off real easily with a baby wipe. I think that'll be just fine. It'll dry, so it'll be fine. Okay, there we go. Fix our mistakes, because we always make mistakes, right? Crafting is all about, sometimes for me, fixing those mistakes. All right, so we're going to pop this one up. And we want to make sure we put enough dimensionals on it. I know I'm going to put a lot on here. Because y'all know I don't like it to go through the mail and get all janky. All right. And I'm not really worrying about that bottom part because I know that I'm going to trim that off. All right. Okay. So let's line this up. right about, I think this will be good right about here. Okay, now I've got my, you can see, those are even hanging off, so it's still a little longer. I had plenty of them on. And then we're just gonna trim this off like that. Okay. Then we are gonna take our little Merry Christmas here, and we're going to attach it right about there. And we are gonna use liquid glue for this one, okay? Because this one is gonna be flat. All right. And I didn't go all the way to the edge because there's a little wiggle room for this one on the sides. All right, so we're gonna go like that. Make sure it's at the bottom. Okay. We're gonna flip that over and trim off those edges. We'll turn it around and do this side. And there we go. Okay, so now I've got some extra trees here. So we're gonna take and we're gonna adhere this one down flat. So I'm gonna use my seal for this. And we are gonna stick this right here. Maybe. Actually, all right, let me trim off the bottom a little bit. Sometimes you gotta trim to make it, there we go. All right, so we've got that there. And now we're gonna put this tree here and we're gonna pop that up. We're gonna pop that up right there. Okay, and as I turn my light off again. Now on this one, I did not add any of the little shimmery stuff, but you could definitely add it. I really kind of just wanted to have the trees and the houses really kind of be the focal point. So you can add this or not, that's totally up to you, but there is project number 2. All right, these are really simple and easy because most of the work is done for you already with it being a paper pumpkin, which makes it awesome. Okay, the last one is a little bit more involved. I did make this one a little bit more involved. So this is project number 3. And I really wanted to use the sketch plaid. I wanted to use this stamp set so bad because I felt like this really kind of gives it a little extra Christmassy. So I'm not sure how I feel about the card. I think I do like it, but I really wanted to use the stamp set, and this is kind of where it went. So it does, Deb. It kind of does look like a Hallmark movie. You know, I think this might be like all these. These are the ones from the actual kit itself, and they do. It kind of looks like a Hallmark Christmas. I like that. I like that. As a matter of fact, I was watching Hallmark Christmas movies on Saturday. Yes, it was, I even had been watching them. Well, he wasn't really watching them. He was just sitting on the couch with me, but he was there. But he was not okay with them. But I like me some Hallmark Christmas movies. I actually get my little secret about Hallmark movies. I will get the app at right about now. I'm actually getting ready to purchase the app. I get the app for all of November and all of December so that I can watch Hallmark Christmas movies. Yeah. And then I cancel it because then I don't want to watch it the rest of the year. I just want it in November and December. I want the sappy Hallmark love Christmas stories. That's what I want. All right, so I'm gonna ink this up with basic black, with our black memento. Make sure I give it really good coverage on there. Then I'm going to just stamp it right on down. And it doesn't have to be perfect because, again, this is sketched plaid, so your lines are not going to be always straight. If you have one of those Chuckies, you can definitely use the Chucky. A Hallmark card. Yeah. You know, my cards don't cost quite as much as Hallmarks do. Oh, all right. So see, there we go. It was, you know, slightly crooked, but you can't even tell. How awesome is that? All right, let me put that down and let me move this. I'm going to bring in my cutter. And actually, I think I can use, I was going to say I might be able to use my small one, but we'll just use the big one. All right, we're going to take and adhere this down. And we are going to grab our stylish shape dies. We're going to grab that next to the largest circle. And we're going to put that right about there. We're going to run that through. And then we have our little cutout for our scene in the background. This is what's going to go in the background. So this is what we want. We want it to look like that. So we're going to put some adhesive down the sides. And oops, we're going to do it like that. And I'm going to make sure that I don't have any adhesive like that hanging out. So we're just going to rub it and fold it onto itself. Okay, and then we're going to lay this kind of where we want it. I think this is good right there. And of course, it doesn't have to be straight on the back because it is being all covered up. So that will be that piece. We're going to take our real red card base, fold it in half, find our bone folder, give it a good crease. Then we're going to take and pop this up. I originally used tape to keep it down so that I knew that it would stay in place. And what I realized was that our dimensionals do not stick to that because it's a slick surface. So just as an FYI, if you use tape to hold it down, your dimensionals will not hold to it. It'll come right on up. So that was new information for myself. I had never done that before, so all right. So now we're going to stick this right here in the center. And again, the measurements for the cardstock and the products are all on the blog, so you can get them right off of there. Okay, so I cut, when I did this card, I used the longest piece that's in the kit. So I used these two houses right here. So for this card, I'm going to use these two houses. And this one reminds me of a gingerbread house as well. So we're going to adhere it right here. And of course, we're going to pop that up. And let's do one more right there. I think that'll be okay. Then we will flip this over and we're gonna stick it right here. We wanna make sure that we can see the trees. Okay. We are going to grab, this is from the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. We're gonna take the black, there's lots of colors in this, but I had my whites and my blacks and then my crumb cake and my other one, whatever the other one was. Gray granite, I think. I have them separated in bags because I use the black and the white a lot more than I use the other colors. So, all right. So we are going to do that. I think I can make this a little smaller. Let's make that one a little smaller. We will trim off our tails like that. I'm gonna put that there, roll my twine back up and put it in my bag. And we might still be able to make this a little bit smaller, but we're gonna try it like this size. All right, so that's gonna go there. Then we've got our little, this is from the Stylish Shapes as well, and it's this long skinny one here. That's cut out. We're gonna do our sentiment, which is joy and peace, and that's gonna be stamped in basic black. And we're gonna see if I can get this straight on here. We'll see. Oh, that was actually pretty good. All right. Then we're gonna turn this over. We're gonna put a dimensional on each end. Then we're gonna put a little bit of adhesive in the center right here. And that's what's gonna hold our ribbon in place. Hi, Angie. And then this is going to go right here. And it's gonna hang over the side of the layer, the top layer there. All right, and I'm gonna adjust that just a little bit. All right, well, I'm gonna trim off the parts, the tails just a little bit, so they're not hanging out so far. All right. And then the last thing we want to do, well, actually there's two more things we want to do. We want to put this on the inside so that you can write your message. And you can always add a sentiment to the inside as well. And then we're going to use our little glimmer stuff here. It's like Wink of Stella on steroids is really what it is. So it's a gel and then it's got like glitter pieces in it. And the great thing about this is you don't get it everywhere. It's very controlled. So not liking glitter, this is wonderful. And we're gonna actually put quite a bit on here. So I'm gonna squeeze a lot and we're gonna just add us some little snow, and I'm just going around the marks that are already there on the card because it's like the collection of the snow all the way around the house. And then I'm gonna put a little bit here underneath the fireplace, or the chimney, not the fireplace, the chimney. Then we'll come over here and we're gonna put it underneath the window too. Can't forget about the snow that collects up underneath the windows. I don't really know what that looks like because I'm in the South. We don't get snow like that very often. All right, and then we're going to do this one over here. So we're just going to go along the roof line is what we're really kind of doing. And that one kind of glopped out a little bit. All right. And you can kind of dab it to kind of smooth out the stuff there. And I think that, oh, let's do our windows. We got to do our windows. Okay. And then we are done. And then this will dry. I don't know, I think it was less than an hour that it dried. So, and then it's ready to go and send in a card. All right, so I'm going to put this one on top so I don't mess with it. Oh, that sentiment, by the way, came from the Night Divine, which is part of that Oh Holy Night Suite that I talked about, will be club. So this will be one of those stamp sets that's used for club. All right, so let me grab in the other cards. So we've got all 3 of those. Oops, and there I go. Getting the ink, or getting the the glitter. All right, there you go. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to comment, share, and like, and your name will go into the drawing for next week's prize, which is going to be both of these embellishments, and they'll go to one person. And again, you can get these 3 cards, the make and take projects for these 3 cards, when you purchase in my online store of $35 before tax and shipping, and use that host code for that. So, and then I will get all of those in the mail. Oh, the second one's your favorite, Deb? Yeah, I like that one too. I really like this one. I think I could change up the house maybe with one of these, and I think I would like it a little bit better too. But all right, everyone, I will see y'all next week. And next week we'll be using one of the new online exclusive bundles. So make sure you come back and watch next week, and I'll see y'all later. Have a great one. Bye.